Good evening, everyone watching out there on YouTube. As I promised, we are going to validate another trade from the Master of Master. So guys, I just simply love that video because that is the truly reality of what Yoel does with every single trade. To me, it's just inspiration, pure inspiration. So let's talk about what Yoel anticipate today. Not today, on the trade that we are going to analyze. I'm not sharing my camera today. I don't have to, but I don't feel like I want. So the main picture that I want to keep is that one. How many of you right now are able of made 20,000 in above 11 minutes? That sounds insane, isn't it? I believe Yoel took a volatility spike or any consolidation from the market. What do you reckon Yoel did to make that money? Maybe he took some ascending or descending Bollinger Band. Depends on the trend. That is what we are going to find out. I haven't checked yet that trade, but I'm very happy to go ahead with you guys and look together. Okay, before that image, to show the first image. Which one is that one? Okay, I hope so. Is it the one that he mentioned he bought 100 contracts of SPX at 3:20 p.m. with an expiration day for the next day on the 13th of February 2026? And then he sold the same amount of contracts 11 minutes after. Listen, for 760 per contract, 200 grand, 200 bags per contract to 120K. Big numbers, a big picture. Please stay tuned with that picture. Just wanted to take you through Yoel's style. We can see that he took the trade at 3:20 p.m. I'm not going to be sitting here the whole day waiting for that time, you know. It's going to take me the whole amazing day, but what we are going to do is the basics. Just keep it simple. Let's start with, let's begin. Let's replace let's start with our block, as I always mention. As usual, guys, my beautiful wife is bringing me some food. Thank you, dear.
Welcome.
What in the steps suggest always is to track on the daily framing time for any ceiling or level that might be crossing. Just updating those lines. Why? Because I use it today on my trading day, so you know why. The guys from InvestStep always suggest that we only need to mark the 20 period on a daily, just to have a reference. But I like to market both, you know, anyway. I'm just having a big headache today. How about you guys? I think I took a cold shower and I was kind of hot. I wish you know what I'm doing. I am marking the potential floor or resistance where price can be rejected. Okay, now that we have done all the marking, I don't want to miss anything today. I wanted to make sure to do a great job and pretty quick, but we need to find the right key for Yoel's strategies. Now we move to hour, and I'm going to run the on-demand clock on Thinkorswim. 9:28 is 1 minute before the markets open. And let me swap the window. Let me replace that window instead for this one. Perfect. We are going to look for any volatility spike, or remember, we need to mark our upper and lower Bollinger Band. 30 seconds for the market to begin. It's going to open flat, even price from 11th of February yesterday. Let's think as it was before or today. Okay. We have, let's stop the market right there and start thinking what is actually telling us right now the market. We can see at 9:13 that we have a down gap. The price is descending, is exposed. Our big pardon. On the 15 minutes time frame is exposed. Same for the 1 hour time frame. How about for the daily? We have it's at the middle of Bollinger. That is great. Usually what the guys from the academy suggest is when the price is exposed in more than one time frame, is a highly chance that the price might get back to find the lower resistance from volatility. So let's run the first a few minutes while we check just pause the on-demand track. And we can see how the price is actually trying to maybe follow or try to visit the 40th period. Remember these lines with the dots, all of them represent each moving average from the daily chart. So I did mark them just to know where I might find some resistance. IWM is exposed as well. All the market drops. QQQ the same for DEA, SPX, and as we explained yesterday, 40 could be a resistance for the price. So if you want to execute a trade right now, you need to wait. Wait for what? For this lower arm, this tiny blue arm. That is an arm from Bollinger Band, and needs to come and touch the price before the price keep dropping, or the price goes up and touches the arm, and then volatility might close and then get back, and we need to wait. But we are not waiting to see what is going to happen right now. We just need to move ahead and see or find what Yoel anticipated before he executed the trade. So right now, maybe he took the trade, or he mitigated some errors, or he didn't want to take any trade that might be confused. We can see here how the price wants to recovery and get back and find the price from yesterday. Let's have a look at the block. Well, you guys can see here how is behaving the market. As you guys can see, the market agrees with the gap, and now we have a confluence that the market is trying to get back. Look at QQQ, look at SPX. Right now, this 20 period on daily is kind of our ceiling, but look at QQQ. It's trying to go through. How about IWM? IWM has this resistance 200 level in hour. At DA, kind of, but no, it doesn't have any resistance. other than 20th, but let's see what happened. So I wanted to move forward and see what the market actually wants to do. My first hypothesis is that the price, in this case from SPY, let's swap our window. As I mentioned, I believe that the first hypothesis is that the price wants to get back and touches and mitigate this gap. It's kind of like Yoel did today on the stock market. This guy did so great. I think he anticipated each movement, and he always, man, he's the best. Okay, let's move ahead and see what Joel anticipated before he took the trade. Let's go as close as we can. If he took the trade at 3, let's go at 3:03, 03:10, 11. Yeah, just let me verify that is the right time. 3:20, 3:28, 3:31, 3:10, 3:20. Okay. Yeah. That is correct. 3:03. Let's say 15, 16 minutes. We're going to have 4 minutes. Don't panic. Don't panic. I'm still here. Let's think or swim to do the magic. Missing the other candles. Let's wait for some data. So he took the trade at 3:20 p.m. But tricky to find the right. Come on, come on. I apologize for the delay. I rely on Thinkorswim, but I'm not sure what is happening right now. Okay. This part is the gap that we saw early at 9:30. The price rebounds. Okay. We can see volatility slightly close. Same here. Same here. It closes. And in our the hourly time or frame time, we can observe kind of like some resistance in that part where I'm drawing the blue line. So he took the trade, he bought puts for the next day to expire on the 13th. What else, Joel? So he made 11. Sorry, 20K in 11 minutes. So we are 7 minutes behind to find out what he actually did. Where did you execute? Which one? What did you see that I'm not seeing, Joel? I can see the resistance, this resistance. From 9:30, 15:45. Yeah, I think it's that resistance. Because you guys can see how the price is waving up and down. But which strategy exactly you mean? Oh, I'm seeing something else. Oh no. No, it's not that. Studies. Let me cancel this studies. So you guys don't get confused. I think Yoel took the trade because of the signal on the time frame, on the daily time frame where volatility has closed. Once it closed, we also can see at this day that the price from today and yesterday didn't reach this high level. So it could be the reason, plus the lateral trend that we are observing right now. What you guys can see, I hope you can see something else that I'm not seeing right now. I know this is uncomfortable even for me, but we need to be ready, you know? Okay, I'm just waiting a few minutes. Also, it's nothing to do with the blog, because to me, while I'm sitting here, I am looking at QQQ, IWM, DEA, and they are doing eventually the same, very lateral. Wow, this is a huge. I have another hypothesis. Could be this. Listen. I'm doing this trend line. It's going to be white. And I want you to guys tell me if I am right or I'm not. In between 3:15 and 3:30, Yoel execute the position based on the cambio de tendencia in 15 minutes. Change of side, a trend change in a 15-minute time frame. That was the point. Plus the trigger from this lateral trend. That is the trend that he took. to me, to conclude, this is how Yoel was capable. Cambio de tendencia en 15 minutos plus validación de lateralidad. Took the trade. Let's move to the radiography, as they said on my best. On my best on right here. He took position at this candle and he sold his position at 331. He took it at 320 and he sold it at 331. So yeah, Yoel just sold the contracts right in between these three candles. 668, 68. Yeah, that is everything. Was a pretty nice way to check the market. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope we can do another video like this tomorrow. Thank you. The Chaco here. Bye.